So what am I gonna do? Yesterday I kind of jumped on and I was a little um cray cray. Is that a good word? It's a good word. I swear to God, y'all, I don't live in my bedroom. I just happen to this is the only quiet place I have in the house. Trust me. So I'm just gonna get to it and I'm gonna try and find the things that I wanted to show you guys yesterday, but like mm, and share all of those windows. So what I'm looking at right now, this is I'm so sorry. This is the Munis spend. These are our finances for June of 24. I'm just going to do something probably really stupid, but I am going to try and find somebody's name. So, hold on, it's loading. This is how many pages? 1,200 pages. Our finances. And okay, hold on. It's gonna spiral. It's searching 1,200 pages. There it is right there. There's one. Okay. This expenditure was from 2023, but you see this right here, this grouping. It's labeled 644. That's ironically it's interesting actually. Hold on, I'm just trying to highlight this and then I'll zoom in. Okay, okay. And then I'm going to zoom in so you can see what it is. All right, so that's a little too far. Bring it back. All right, so this right here, this is the vendor that they picked to use in the school safety bill here in Atlanta that's going to roll out next week, or that goes into effect next week. You see how much money? And this is just 1 year, right? The board renewed the license. They renew it every year. Interface development was added on last year. Let me see if there are more entries of Infinite Campus because I guarantee you there are. Hold on, it's scanning. We're gonna see in real time how bad it is. Oh, what is that? Oh, okay. Here's another line item for 92 grand. Imagine that. I don't really know why we need them. That's an obscene amount of money to spend on this vendor. It's really bad. All right, let me find the next line item. Oh, that was Zab. I'm sorry. I highlighted the wrong thing, the Infinite Campus. Actually, that was an addition. Okay, so I can't find anything else. All right, so there's that. All right, so now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna go find okay. Okay, we're gonna scan for K-12 solutions. All right, so this is the same items we just saw. Scanning for more. I should have brought one back. I should have brought an earlier spend report up. Okay, so this one's kind of a dud. Don't need that. Hold on now. I have a lot more of these things. You have no idea. I'm actually just gonna let everybody see just like how absolutely insane I am. No. Okay, so nope, that's the wrong way. Bring it back on. Oh no, I need that. Come back. I want this. Hmm. I'm just trying to hide my sidebar because you guys don't need to see all the goods, do you? I don't think you do. Fuck it, who cares? Hold on. I'm gonna come back in here. All right, let's go stop share. And then we're gonna share this again. Okay. All right, we're gonna share. All right. We're going to minimize this. Not all right, and so we are sharing this. At least that's what I hope I'm sharing. I am. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Let's see here. You guys can hear me, right? I look like a hot mess. See here. You guys can hear me. Yes, you can see me. Okay, cool. Just making sure. I'm gonna close that out, and then I'm going to jump over here. I'm gonna close that out, and then. All right, I've got both of them done. All right, so this is just one of the many directories I have for my former district. This is not the, like that, I've got another, I've got, you see, I've got so many different drives, it's absolutely insane that, hold on, lawsuits, potential lawsuit, actually, yeah, let's go tap him, let's go tap into this. See if this will open. Oh, look at that. All right, so what you're looking at here is the email that I sent to the superintendent on, as you see the date. And well, this was a follow-up, and I labeled it proof of my access to 100,000 social security numbers. Hi. And then here's everything I sent, right? And my daughter's up here, I'm gonna show out. So okay, Aves. All right, so and then like this is me trying to get the Georgia DOE to intervene. Okay, so you see how May 7th, I'm like literally asking the Georgia DOE to intervene. Look at this, like we literally, this was the insanity that I had to go through. I was back in 23. Hold on, there's more email too. This is everything that the GAO got, by the way. Avery, don't start. I'm doing something. Don't start. I love you, but don't do it. Okay, thank you. I don't want to do that right now though. Anyway, so there's me asking the superintendent, why is this stupid hand gesture thing on? Bad girl. Okay, this is me again reaching out to him, meaning the district. Horton, you see how I was keeping it on him and I wasn't trying to make his employers aware? I mean, the board reps. All right. And then this is my email. Just gotta download for a second. This was the May 7th email, and this was me saying like if there was ever an email that was essentially plausible deniability, if there was ever like a board meeting, it would be this, because this entire meeting was just bogged down with IT items that they rushed through and post dated. No, go away. Go mess with your daddy, girl. I'm done. I'm done with you. What? What? Ask now. No, I don't have any. You don't need any more candy. Go, bye. Okay, anyway, and this is when he finally replied to me. Oh yeah, there he goes. This is after I had talked to his the attorney. You know, the one who's in her feelings right now and thought that she was going to impose a gag order on me. No. What are you doing? Yeah, okay. Anyway, so it was really funny because he tried to say that he had not received any of my emails, right? He's like leaning in on this email address, okay? Now I know damn well that my other email address works, so this is how I replied back. I was like, oh, hold on, let me come back up. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. My daughter's about to get in a lot of trouble. She doesn't stop. It's called Let's Get All the Attention. Okay, here we go. And here I am basically clapping back at, not basically, I am. I clap back at him. I'm like, so, and so I wish that you could actually see this image, but um, it was a read receipt of him reading the emails repeatedly. So I even checked him. I'm like, so you read the same email repeatedly. Weird flex, dude. And this is when I finally notified the Board of Education. April 21st. I'm letting y'all see all the stuff. Let me see this. Oh yeah, here it is. This is my access, proof of access to 100,000 social security numbers. You see that? You see all this right here? You see this DS? This is how they had it. Then this is the tenant ID. They had attached to my personal email address, so it was that easy to get into their server. All right. I forwarded this email to him because I needed them to see that this was not new. And in fact, that this was what I had sent to him. But I digress. Homie decided he did not want to do the right thing about that. Hold on just a second. I'm checking. Do the right thing about that. Hold on just a second. Wait, you guys don't see these things, do you? Are you not seeing what I'm sharing? You're not seeing this? Hold on, let me share that. Hold on, I gotta share it. Oh dear. Let me stop the share. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. Hold on. Okay, so anyway, this is what I'm talking about. Share this with now. This is the proof that I sent to Horton, to the district. I've cleared names out because it wasn't just him that I sent this to. I'm looking at it to see, like, sorry it's so small, but anyway, so as a systems admin, something that you never want to see, right, is a guest user with a tenant ID attached to their email. This is their main server. You see how many users in groups? But, he just wanted to act like that didn't happen. So, why should I keep showing him that a lot of this was being done on purpose? So let's see here. We're gonna share. Okay, and so now let's see here. I want to see. Here's the proof that they were reading my emails, even though he said he wasn't reading my emails. Hopefully it downloads and shows you guys. I'm looking. Hold on. Why is it not showing you? Hold on, yes. I want you to see this one because it's really funny. I'll get it for you. There it is. Am I sharing my screen for real though? For real? No, I'm not. Apparently I'm not. Stop. Okay, so this is proof that the email he replied to me in saying he had not received my emails was a lie, because you see this is him reading my emails. You see the date, April 19th. Okay. This is, yeah. This is what I'm dealing with right now. So I'm going to minimize that one. This, like I said, this one right here, I'm gonna get back to that email that I want to share. Hold on, please. That was showing. Oh, here it is. Wait, I think this is it. Okay, let me share. Just sharing my, I know I'm sharing my screen and stop share. I gotta figure out what's wrong with my share things. It's really making me mad. I really just want to be sharing my desktop because that's really all I need to do. I mean, I can just do that, but then you wouldn't be able to see that. Share, yeah. All right, I got that going. All right, here we go. Okay, June 5th. Hopefully you can see this. Let me make sure it's not sharing appropriately. Hold on. It's essentially just a pain in my ass right now. Okay, share this window. Anyway, so this is an email sent about my NDA and their renewing of K-12 and Infinite Campus. And this is me telling them everything that I saw and how disturbing it was that they didn't even speak about it. This is the proof of me sending the email notification. Again, I sent it originally on, come all the way down here. You see this? Okay, so I sent this email. This was verbatim, by the way, how they ended up redoing the district infrastructure. So this is me telling them, hi, that you need to fix this, right? See this where it says student pass-through queries? That right there is not good. This is the sole source letter. Let me see if it will actually open for you guys. It's opening, that's for sure. Let me go back to where I was at. So sorry. PDF, PDF, PDF. All right, this. Let me see if I can't share this. So let's now share this window. All right, so this is how it's bad. All right, this is me showing you how bad it is. Okay, so I'm a programmer, right? I've been a programmer for years. That's something I taught myself how to do. I'm not specifically SQL programmer. SQL, SAS, Tableau, Power BI, you name it. Like, that's what I do. So you see this is how you pull, and this is straight from the vendor, Infinite Campus themselves, as of October 24. This right here, these are how you pull things back, such as social security number, students in a household with, I mean, this is how you combine student queries for course, student queries on academic information. The demographic data though, that was the more disturbing one with the join statements on that. Behavior information, here's how you pull all of the information from Infinite Campus with the behavior. Okay, all right, and let's keep going. Parent and guardian related questions. Students whose parent guardian do not have email addresses. Students without guardians. Students with multiple guardians. Students, I mean, like no guardian has a portal account where guardian and portal are both true. Students who do not have at least one parent or guardian with, I mean, this is like students whose parents guardians do not have a portal account. Staff inclusive search. Miscellaneous, finding students. I mean, like, this is intrusive. Do you see how intrusive this is? I could launch it if I wanted to. See this? I could get into that if I wanted to. It's that easy. But I digress. Anyway, they don't seem to care that I have access to these things. So, I don't feel the need to sit on this information anymore. I don't feel it as if it helps anybody understand. Hold on, let me see what this one is. Okay, let me see if I can get this to share now. Share. Stop. Hold on now. This is kind of a more damning admission of guilt. I wish I would check. We're gonna go share this window. All right. Final exhibits for L. Taylor. This is my GA. This is the complaint I sent to the feds. Okay, so once again, to everybody who is out here, or anybody that is out here saying that I have not been proactively trying to stop this nightmare, well, this is the proof that this is where it went. On that was June 6th. I started filing that, and at the end, like in the maybe mid-May or right at the end of May, but it took a long time. And so this is me showing the GAO. If you don't know who they are, that's the Government Accountability Office. They are in charge of oversight of all federal monies. So if you come across some sketchy stuff in your district, this is where you run it up. So this is some exhibits I sent, and this shows a lot of information. It shows my son's birth certificate, my son's social security number, or social security card. I apologize. It's that bad. I'm just gonna kind of like go through that quickly so you guys don't see it. So again, what I want to point out with this is that DeKalb did not redact anything. All right. And so when I open this email, again, more evidence, right? This is me showing the GAO, meaning showing the government, the loopholes. This is the 2014 clause with Infinite Campus, and they did not have a privacy policy, nor did they have a FERPA policy back then. Okay, no, they don't. And then there was I think here it is. Yeah, this is when I really started digging in and like finding like, oh my God, this is really, really bad. This is what they're doing. Good God. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, so literally, how do I report these things? Not normal. And this is like, they want you to send it to this person. They want you to provide everything, right? And then let me come back up here and zoom back in on that. Okay, in order to protect our customers and their data, Infinite Campus requests that you do not post or share any information about a potential vulnerability in any public setting until we have researched, responded to, and addressed and reported. So this is their FERPA policy. Zoom. That's their FERPA policy. I'm sorry it's cut off, but I literally said quite an admission of robust admission of guilt. With their FERPA policy. I mean, this is just like it's 21 pages. That's just like the final exhibit. that I sent off. The final exhibit. Proving that, yeah, nah, y'all definitely be doing some stupid stuff. Hold on. And then there was the, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Hopefully it pops over. If not, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I have to stop. Okay. So this is the board agenda from March. And you see how I printed it on 33/25. Okay. This was my, this is what I sent to the GAO. Okay. Within this, you see all these contract renewals? Hold on, Bit, what's up? Okay, thank you. So this is the, okay. Anyway, you guys, hold on. This was the, and there's fleet and transportation contract renewal. Owens equipment, so contract, reimbursement, that's the ESPA stuff. That they stay in trouble with because they don't know how to manage money. Another ESPA, capital, or contract award, capital improvement, resolution modifications. Contract. With Sourcewell, I mean like information, so this is IT. You see that? The E-rate award, the E-rate category. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna cancel. I don't want to share anymore. Just come in here and go. I'm just gonna bring it back. No. Oh, cancel. Let me get all this crap off my screen. Maybe if I go back into the meeting, show meeting. Stop share. Okay, so with what you just saw, that's like a minuscule amount of things that I have. Very small amount. I've got it scattered everywhere. I've got it on several different, I've got like, my husband bought me a 2 terabyte external hard drive to carry it with me because I don't like keeping everything in the cloud. For reasons like this. So I'm doing this and I'm gonna wrap up here soon because I don't want to spend any more time doing it. Yesterday, admittedly, I was like a little hyperventilating or I was like in my feels because I was like, what the F did I just fall? Like, what did I just see? Right. And then it just kept getting worse. And then the text messages. And then spending my entire Friday night talking to people who I'm not going to say that they, let's just say that they weren't aware that a certain law firm had tried to put me on a gag order. Found that out. I said something on my burner Twitter today, and I told all the Democrats in the state of Georgia, specifically the ones in DeKalb County, and I'm going to tag all of you in this post when I post it. And I'm even going to tag you over on Substack because I know you're on there. And then I'm gonna link all of your social media handles on Blue Sky, Threads, Twitter, whatever, and Facebook. Very thorough. So the thing is like Democrats in the state of Georgia, we have Jason Estevez running for governor. He's an attorney. Josh McLaurin, he's running against somebody high up. He's also an attorney. The roster of individuals who are attorneys and Democrats that represent either Atlanta and DeKalb, they know about all this. They know. And I told them today on my burner account on Twitter, I was like, yeah, you know what? Do yourselves a favor. Don't try and get involved. Don't try and stop it because I gave you guys a chance. And that's me saying exactly what I said. They all love me when they need data, but when those 40 days of the year are done, because I don't kiss ass and because I say things that they don't want me to say, they disappear. So I just wanted to make sure they were aware though, because I know that they actually know that's my burner account. I just wanted to make sure that they were aware I had receipts and that they should act accordingly. And that I was grossed out that I, as a mom, am having to do the job they should have done. So the cell phone bill got blocked, right? The irony. The cell phone bill got blocked. But yet HB 268, the profiling bill that was rolled out at the or by the DHS, HHS federal initiative to profile kids and all kind of sketchy ass shit. That one, you know, it didn't get halted. That one still has immunity clauses built into it. And it is the 29th, and I have until July 1st to take care of it. I can't begin to explain how much I don't want to do this. I can't begin to explain how much I tried not to do this, how much I begged them, literally begged. I told them I actually told them how they could sue the vendor. I told them how to overhaul everything in IT. I told them everything. I proactively tried to help. And instead of doing that, I find out that the reason that this has been ignored and allowed to happen was because the superintendent had been handpicked to be on the advisory panel for school safety in 2024. That was the start of the profiling bills. He was a part of these bills. He was a part of this initiative. He's known about the backdoor and Infinite Campus, which is why his new CIO echoed just that. His new CIO said, well, what do you want me to do? I was like, shut it down. Well, Lauren, you know I can't do that. Well, I know you can. I know that if you were actually a programmer, you would know exactly what I was talking about, but you're not a programmer. You're at best a consultant, who depends on everybody else to do the job for you. But it doesn't matter because the CIO prior to you, she didn't know what she was doing either. But I do know this. I got my hands on all of the original contracts, the bids, the RFPs, everything. So Devon Horton, instead of leaning away from the vendor that is going to get them into a lot of trouble, instead of leaning away from the vendor, Devon Horton and his staff, his cabinet, chose to enter into numerous contracts where all of their cloud hosting is now done by Infinite Campus and K-12 Solutions, meaning that back door, even if it's shut, Infinite Campus has the keys to the kingdom. So does K-12 Solutions. So does PowerSchool. The contract language is disgusting. The contract language literally makes the district say that they waive all claims. By signing this contract, you're waiving any civil claims that may arise from our software and that you'll take responsibility for it. Within the contracts, it also has clauses in there for travel, per diem, you know, food, lodging, you name it. So why would the district go to the very people who have been exposing this information to the feds for years. Why wouldn't they try and get off of that sharing system? Why would they roll everything to them? I kept trying to figure that out. Now I know the new CIO's relationship with this vendor, so it made sense because I found the lawsuit in Kentucky. I'm like, oh well, there's that. His name is in it. What the I already knew he made sense, but I couldn't understand like why is Horton doubling down with stupid? Like what is going on here? Who's advising him of this? Because Belcher didn't want to have anything to do with it. Like I asked him, or I told him to fix it, and he would not do it. I told him how to fix it. He didn't want to do anything with it. Dead ass said no, I'm not doing it. And I have it on film. Um, the reason the reason that it passed not once but twice, and the reason that we spent so much money in SPOS funds in DeKalb County and just in general is because of the fact that previous lawsuits, previous patterns, previous behaviors in prior school districts that Devon Horton served in were scrubbed from Google hits when he came on. They're out in the open now. Everywhere. And the amount of articles I came across yesterday, the amount of lawsuits. These lawsuits are not just piddly little lawsuits. These are damning lawsuits. And then, like I said there yesterday, there's a whole Reddit community dedicated to this. Just to him, I mean to Horton and what happened in his previous school district. A whole Reddit channel like dedicated to it. We were warned when he came into the district by a lot of people, but we didn't listen. A lot of us just dismissed it and we're like, whatever, anyone's better than what we've had. I really wish I would have listened to those people. There's actually a Substack out there, a very detailed Substack out there about the goings on of what took place and what's taken place. And there was a very disturbing article I came across about like racial profiling. Considering we just had to remove a principal from from Ashford Park because of her inability to, oh, I don't know, not be racist. Yeah, it kind of lines up. Makes sense now. She got moved closer to home instead of being removed. We like to keep warm bodies in DeKalb County instead of removing them. And that's what they did. So when I said to my friend jokingly, I think 2 weeks ago now, that it's like Dr. Green all over again. It actually truly is because Dr. Green was spotted at a function during the fall. Dr. Green was at the school function in DeKalb, and numerous individuals asked who he was, and they were like, "Oh, do you work here?" He's like, "Yes, I'm an employee. I've been a consultant for the district for years. I'm also an employee." So when I see the bucket in their budget that says other salaries and other compensation, it's exactly what it's for. That's the bodies. Those are the bodies. So I'm not hyper or anything like that. I'm being very rational. This is how I've been the entire time. I've been trying to fix this behind the scenes. I have been trying to be quiet. I have been trying to do everything in my power to like make this stop. Doesn't matter. It does not matter. So, and like I said last night, I've deleted the videos from last night. But to the local media outlets, shame on you. You have no idea what you're covering up. None. I told you. I know you've been told by others. I gave you details. I showed your new education reporter extremely sensitive data. Yet you're bobbing and weaving. That's weird. So hold on, bit. Oh, okay. My daughter's over here racking up money. Anyway, so that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave this here. I'm just gonna, and then I'm gonna like deactivate social media again. Or at least Facebook. I've still got my, like I said, I'm still on Substack, and I'm not gonna give you my burner account on Twitter. Sorry guys. My website is still active and has all the tea. And I'm not gonna give you my handle on Blue Sky. Well, I have two. I mean, I have my pesky dyslexia parent on Blue Sky, but I also have another account that I use more often than that one. Because this persona that I put out into the universe unknowingly, because I was literally just making a joke. I feel like that's why it's not, people don't take what I'm doing seriously because of a stupid Twitter handle. So I'm just rolling back to my original username that I've had since the dawn of social media. I've been doing this since what? I would say like 2000. Not, yeah. Yeah. So 25 years of this, and I've seen things I can't unsee. I feel like I just need to shut this chapter of my life, and I'm going to. Those that know how to get a hold of me can get a hold of me. If you don't, I'm sorry. But like I said, I don't want anything to do with this. And whatever happens, happens. Whoever gets fired, gets fired. And I have zero regrets.